Welcome to our house.
Hell yeah. Where are we?
The hallway. Very ugly at the moment. It was full of wallpaper, which I've been stripping off, and like heaps of gross glue and gunk. So we're going to be repainting it all. I don't know what colour yet. We haven't quite decided.
Yeah. Maybe pink.
I don't think we're doing pink.
Maybe cyan.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe everyone's favourite scam company, Adobe. All right, what's first on the agenda?
First on the agenda is the living room, I guess, which is quite big. It was 2 rooms originally. So the house is like 80 years old. It was built in the 1940s. So yeah, it was originally 2 rooms, and I think they pulled down a wall. And we got a little excited because it originally had red carpet in here. I can probably insert some pictures.
We were over here. We pulled up the carpet. We're like, oh my God, there's original hardwood floorboards under here. And then we kind of jumped the gun a bit, pulled out the rest of the carpet and realized that like a giant portion of it is just like chipboard. And then under the dining area is pine instead of oak. So that's something that we will need to rectify quite soon. You can see over here, Amethyst is experimenting with the split wall color, the dado
rail.
Dado
chair rail. So we've been refinishing all the window frames and all the door frames and all the skirting boards we're doing as well.
But I sanded back a little bit too far up here. Although to be fair, that was after, so we're using water-based polyurethane to coat it. And the first time we tried it, we just fucked it up super bad. Like it was so patchy. You can see like some patchiness down here. We were using regular brushes, but we've since moved to foam applicator pads. And so when I was sanding back the first scuffed up job, I accidentally sanded through here a little bit too far. So I've tried to fix it with wood putty, but the wood putty's like gone lighter than I thought it would. So I think we're just gonna like paint over it and we'll just use this door in one of the corners of the house.
Yeah.
That doesn't see much.
But you should show some in the window frame because this looks awesome.
Yeah,
like,
so
you've
the
done
window
such a good
frame,
job.
I'll get you in front of the window frame.
Yeah, it's heaps nicer. Like it was really like yellow stained and like old.
Yeah, well, just like it's hard to imagine it right now, and I can't show you with the other window because I've already started sanding it back. But down here was essentially like black, really black brown from like water damage. And I mean, if you look in here, the color of the inside of this little bit of wood is what the entire thing was. Like it was pretty grotty.
A to-do list.
Yeah.
Of doom.
The ultimate to-do list.
Don't die.
Don't die is on there.
We got this table for free, which I made Charlie go pick up and he wasn't very happy about because I was working that day.
Yep. Yeah, I just got a call. Free. I was asleep.
Yeah.
And
you're asleep and I was like, please go pick up this free table.
You're like, pick up this damn table for me.
But I think once we refinish it, it'll be quite nice.
Yeah, I don't know how it'll refinish though because it's a veneer top. Yeah. It seems pretty thin.
But it's one of those extendable ones, which is cool.
Yeah, it extends outwards, which is, very of the era.
Yes.
But we're just using it as tool storage currently. And then over here, this table came with the house. It's also an extendable one. And we're also using it as tool storage. So hooray for tool storage. And the kitchen.
And the kitchen, yes. We want to do quite a bit in the kitchen, I think. It's pretty atrocious and ugly. They've gone like cool grey bench tops, then warm grey cabinets. And then the oven is mounted in what used to be, or is a fireplace. So it's just like a generally like weird layout. I think
the idea is to like over here, just have a continuous bench top all the way around. We're going to yeet this oven. There's like a big chimney, like dormant chimney.
Yeah, there was a wall cabinet up here, which we ripped out because it came to here. And that was the only place to get a fridge, which obviously isn't really tall enough. Just like old house things, I guess. But we're probably going to keep the pantry over here. But basically the plan is we're going to like replace all the drawer fronts and cupboard fronts. So I'm pretty sure I've measured them all up. I think they're caboodle cabinets, which are just like the Bunnings whatever ones, which aren't amazing, but
Bunnings is like Home Depot for the Americans,
yeah.
I guess.
But like it's fine. And we don't have a ton of money to be redoing the whole kitchen because that would just be like crazy expensive. So I think the cheapest way we've come up with it is, replace the drawer fronts and we're going to paint them ourselves because you can get raw, unfinished ones. We'll pick like a nice color and we're going to replace the bench tops with wood. Wood that matches the hardwood floors, which is like Tasmanian oak
or Victorian ash.
They're kind of the same thing.
It's all eucalyptus.
And then, we'll have space for the fridge in the middle of this wall somewhere, a pantry that matches the cabinets. And I want a bit of an appliance tower here in this corner, but Charlie's not sure.
I just want shower. I don't really care. I haven't made up my mind.
Maybe a little bit of shelving there. We need to get a actual range hood because we've just got a bathroom fan above the stove, which does nothing.
Yeah, lung cancer inbound.
Yeah, and rip all this down. Obviously, as well, the window has completely dropped.
Yeah, actually, this is a real interesting one. If I look at it from here, and this is level, you can see that there is a very significant
bad. It's probably the worst
drop.
Issue with the house. So the plan is we're going to rip out this whole wall, basically, and then have like another window, like a bifold window that we can fold open.
Yeah.
And
that'll
open
go
up
all
this whole
across
section
here,
into the sunroom, which we'll show
which is
later.
in here. You can see the fireplace. Okay, so I'm going to take over from here for a little bit. Amethyst will be back in a moment, but we're going to go up to my studio, which is a pigsty at the moment.
The sanding room currently.
Yeah, so currently I've done most of the machine sanding for all of this. It's a lot of work because I don't know. I thought it wouldn't take that long, but it sort of takes like a few days to just do one. I mean, the windows especially, because they've got all these little, nooks and crannies and little extra bits, and you've got to do every single face. It's not very fun.
Yeah.
But,
I think it was your idea originally to resand stuff, refinish it, and we were like, what, it'll take like a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
And
But you can see the difference in colour and cleanliness if you look at like the boards down there.
Oh yeah, the skirting board.
Just how
that's kind of what everything was looking like. So.
And grimy. Yeah, it's a much needed refresh. Doing the door frames and stuff is a lot quicker just because it's like, one big thing and one big thing. And then these are all pretty easy to do in there. But you can see the experimental colour choice. We're doing a lot of split wall, split colour.
Pretty zany. But I mean, it's kind of a mid-century house, so I think we can...
Yeah, it is of
get
the
away
era,
with it.
But...
He keeps saying that because his mum keeps saying that. Just
of the era. Yeah. Two favourite colours, teal and orange. And I may or may not do like raw wood, just little wood strip around the whole thing. I guess we'll see. We can always paint over it.
Exactly.
And it is our house. We can do whatever we want, whatever makes us happy. We're not trying to, make a Pinterest board or like...
No. And I think you said you wanted something a bit darker because it's easier on your eyes and stuff when you're working.
Definitely darker.
So we kind of like that colour. Not sure about that.
We're not sure about, but the more I look at it, the more I like it. But at the same time, I'm not really sure. But yeah, the layout, it's literally a 1-to-1 copy of my current studio, which is desk
that's
over
true.
here,
over here,
windows over here.
And then the door is in the same spot.
And then the door is in the same spot. So I should be quite comfortable. Not
and you got a
much
fan.
Adjustment. Except, now there's a ceiling fan, which is fantastic. Anyway, moving on to the new main bedroom.
Yeah.
The smallest room in the house, which some might think, why would you use the smallest bedroom as the main bedroom? But, I mean, we're both a bit, functional. At least I am.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want a big office and like art studio kind of thing too, so...
Yeah, so when it came down to, would we prefer bigger working spaces or a really, you know, a big bedroom that, you know, you just sleep in, and then as soon as you wake up, you exit. It kind of just made sense to have a smaller sleeping area.
I think it works. We might have to store our clothes in like some other cupboards and stuff.
Yeah,
bit,
potentially. I don't have many clothes, so I can probably fit them all in a
like
one
a dresser
little thing, but I know that it's a very different story for you.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of scrubbing these walls at the moment. We've got to scrub down like every wall of the house, which is a giant mission. So gross water buckets here. This wall is like, this is probably one of the least bad rooms, but you can kind of see I've cleaned up until the window edge there. And then if you look down here, it just gets like super gross in this corner.
We're going to put a ceiling fan in here.
Yes, ceiling fan.
This is one of the only rooms without a ceiling fan,
And we kind of need it. It's a bit of a... Yeah. We've moved to like a small country town that's a bit hotter.
Considerably hotter.
Yeah.
I think 4 or 5 degrees hotter than
where you were
previously. So, you know, whenever it would have been a nice 25-degree day, it's like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have we talked about the wallpaper? The wallpaper removal?
That it was a nightmare, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've been smashing it.
Yeah, had to soak it all.
Soak it all, scrub it, scrape it, soak it, scrub it.
Then scrape off all the glue, which just looked like snot or some pus. No, it was more pus, really.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I haven't seen pus that looks like that.
I don't know. It was just like gross yellow slime goo.
Slimy yellow. Not very pleasant. And it smelled bad.
It did smell bad, yes.
Hopefully, you know, we've done a good enough job that the paint stays on.
Yeah.
So next up, the bathroom. I don't know, not much to say about the bathroom.
We're not going to do much in the bathroom or laundry yet because we might give them a real proper renovation in a few years when we actually have money.
Yeah, like we might knock this wall down and move it back that way and make this a bit bigger.
Yeah, we've got a fantastic yellow bath.
Beautiful. Goes perfectly with this really cool tone, fake marble, plastic stuff, which honestly I don't mind by itself.
I mean, it's easy to clean.
It's super easy to clean. It doesn't look terrible. The shower's nice because it's wide or long.
Yeah, it's quite big.
It's a quite a big shower.
Does the job. Has a good shower head.
And it's got a one of the detachable arse blaster, you know, heads.
Yeah. So we might do a little bit of paint in here, but that's probably it. We found out they did have a fire in here as well at some point, which I think is when they rejigged it. Like something fell and electrical fire or something. Apparently they got all the electrical wiring like checked.
Yeah.
So here's the laundry, which is kind of a gross cupboard room. I don't know. It was pretty awful. I've cleaned it. I spent all yesterday like scrubbing down the walls. They've not painted properly in here. I don't know if you can really see. I mean, you can see here, I guess, because the washing machine was here at some point. So they just didn't really bother painting the wall behind it, which is interesting. I think this room was added on from this point. Like this was extended.
Yeah. So all of this part was extended, I think, for disability access.
Yeah, so it's an accessible toilet, which is cool. But it also means the toilet doesn't really have its own door.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to put a lock on this door.
It's like, oh yeah, it's just toilet and then room and then you have a nice window
to another room.
Into another room.
It's all a bit hooly-pooly, I guess.
Very.
But this cabinet's cool, if a little bizarre. Yeah, like the doors don't match. Yeah. I think we've figured out that house has had a few errors. So like built in the 40s, I think they definitely renovated in the 70s because like we found all this very 70s vibe wallpaper and stuff when we were like peeling back the skirting boards in the dining room. There was like orange, yellow, like flower print wallpaper behind those. And there's a lot of asbestos, as it turns out. Woo-hoo! So, or like probable, this is like some kind of concrete board.
Yeah. We
started trying to pull up the vinyl in here.
True.
And then I took a peek and was like, oh, this looks a bit asbestos-y. And then we sent some off and
it was asbestos.
Was asbestos. And Yeah, so that's why that's taped up. We're going to have to get that dealt with. But I think we're just going to pull up this section.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty big expense. So we're just going to do this section and then leave the laundry because, like I said, we're probably going to do a proper renovation of the bathroom laundry area in a few years. So there's probably not much point touching it now.
So the floorboards do continue under here all the way to the sunroom. But yeah, we're just going to pull it up but leave it in the laundry.
Yeah, so we've got like this lovely sort of mustard, baby poop yellow.
Pretty gross.
Trim, which we're going to strip back. We're going to pull off all these join bits for the most part that are all over the roof. I mean, they're falling off anyway. Get this fluorescent light replaced. We're thinking of maybe stealing the benchtop from the kitchen that's currently in there and putting it here because it's the same measurement. And I would like to get this sink cabinet because it's... Do I show the cabinet? It's pretty gross.
Yeah, look, it's
This is what we're dealing with.
We've got like a little ant's nest in here.
And there's just no floor. Yeah. And it looks asbestos-y. And I just hate it.
I'm not sure why the ants chose to live here.
They don't seem to be going anywhere else, which is good.
Well, yeah.
All this shoe stuff was left here too. That was from the old owner. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I want a laundry to feel clean and like a place where I can clean things, and that doesn't give that vibe.
Yeah. 100%.
I think this window will leave. So this back section of the house, I think, was the porch originally, which they just enclosed. So that's why there's a window here, and there's also a door here, which is what the dryer is mounted to.
Mm-hmm. The old door-mounted dryer.
And I think we're going to make that a spare room, like a little guest room. So we'll probably put like a blind or curtain in there so they can close it. This was just kind of funny. This was the towel I was using to rinse the walls of wallpaper glue, and it's completely...
rock solid.
I went to take it off yesterday, and it's,
fantastic.
The sunroom?
It is quite sunny.
We really liked this room when we came and saw it.
Yeah.
The tiles are kind of funky, but we're probably going to have to remove them because they don't cover the whole room, as it turns out. Maybe I'll insert a picture of what it was like originally, but there was a cabinet over here.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why this looks horrific.
Yeah, it had the old hot water system in
It's so
which
bad.
was decommissioned but just left there.
And obviously there's this original fireplace, which is the oven is in, which we're going to knock down.
Yep. Should be fun.
Which was the advice of the builder that we got in. Because we were seeing about re-stumping if we need to, because it's a bit wonky, and he was like, I wouldn't re-stump. He was like, pull out the chimney and hopefully...
Yeah, pull this out, and then... I mean, if I come over here and like you can see the boards are like slanting down either side. So hopefully once this gets ripped out, the walls and the roof drop slightly, and that might fix, the tilt in the kitchen and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, hopefully. Because it seems like the whole house is sunk consistently except around the fireplace. Yeah, so that's going to get ripped out, this wall ripped out. Obviously, we'll repaint this and clean it. We've done a little section. That's kind of the colour we were thinking, which is the same one that's in Charlie's office.
Yeah, rust.
I think this will be a nice room for the cats, which we're going to have a lot of.
Yeah, 5, 6?
5 or 6, it seems, because I have 2 and you have 3.
3.5.
And this is the little back room, so I don't know, not much to see. It's kind of the storage room at the moment.
Yeah, we're just storing skirting boards that we've taken off, a door here, more bits, mirrors.
There, that's a painting that your family got done for your grandma, right? Of her cats, which
family cats
has been passed down to you. So that's cute.
And then there's a door here that doesn't open because that's where the dryer is mounted, and then there's a window. Yeah.
So I think some kind of covering for that if we have a guest, like they can, feel like they have some privacy.
Like the window needs to be there for the laundry's sake, just to let
because otherwise it has no
light in. Otherwise, we could maybe put in a skylight, but
I think that would be an eventual thing.
It depends what we do with, if we knock this wall out.
And what next? I guess my office.
I guess your office.
Which is currently the camping room that we're kind of staying in when we're here to renovate. So that's our lovely mattress center. And the fridge is in here.
Yep. for the midnight snacks. We have a letter from some Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yep.
Yeah,
From when we moved in. Got this fridge for $150 on Marketplace.
Yeah, it's a bloody ripper.
Which I was very happy about. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is we're keeping this cupboard. I love this cupboard, actually. It's so nice. Like, all original kind of cabinetry, which would be good for storage. We've got camera crap in there at the moment. So I'm thinking one big desk in front of this window with my computer set up on the left side and then like spare table for more like art projects and stuff, painting, whatnot. Maybe some shelving over here. I don't really know yet. And painting, obviously, we haven't washed the walls in this room yet at all. They're disgusting. But yeah, this is kind of the room we've been most easily able to shut off. So when we were sanding and that was like, that room was
just
full
to
of
stop
sawdust.
Dust from
like we
getting in.
moved the doormat so we weren't tracking in dust as much. And it had a fan, so you know, with the hot summer weather we've been having, we can sleep a bit more comfortably in here. And the aircon lines up with the door.
We're gonna move into my studio once I've finished sanding in there.
That's going to be the next temporary bedroom. So then we can rip up the floor in
move
here.
everything from here, take up this fake vinyl
and repaint. We're going to strip back the window, replace the like 80s weird lines.
Yeah, I might take them. I kind of like them.
Well, yeah, if you want, maybe. I don't know.
You think
I'm not a fan.
Taste? Yeah, I think we're
we're getting the floors refinished.
Yeah.
And the guy said he can like color match it and stuff.
Yeah, so it'll be color matched pine. But in here, just because this is like proper hardwood floor here, then there's this pine, you know, construction grade stuff, which pine obviously has a lot of like eyes and knots in it.
Yeah, so this will be
this
getting
stuff,
replaced. And we need to replace this whole section anyway. Yeah. So we're getting it replaced with like reclaimed boards. Yeah. So they're kind of still like match the house and the age of the era. Exactly. I was just editing and realized we didn't really do a proper outro, but we've still been continuing along with all the renovation stuff. It's coming along pretty well. I haven't been the best at making videos and stuff like that. It's a little bit difficult when everything's so crazy and we've just been exhausted and doing all this like painting and sanding and a little like physical work, I guess, that us little, you know, game developer artist people aren't used to. But it is coming along. We'll hopefully be kind of done soon. At the moment, I'm just in our little makeshift kind of bedroom, which is just going to be a spare room, but it's one of the only rooms that the floor isn't getting sanded in because it's not hardwood like a lot of the rest of the house. And we've got the floor people here this week doing all that, which is really, really exciting. I'm looking forward to that being all done because it means we can get the rest of the house kind of set up and start actually moving in properly, which will be really nice. If you just hear noises, it's Charlie's just making dinner. Sorry. But yeah, I'll probably do a little video on setting up my new game dev / art studio room because I'm finally getting my own proper space to work, which is really exciting. So I'll probably start working on that soon, I guess. So stay tuned for that, and we might do a similar thing for Charlie's office, I think, and maybe cover what we're doing with the kitchen a little bit because that's pretty, I don't know, like crazy construction and DIY stuff, which might be kind of interesting. But aside from that, we'll be hopefully able to get back to regular stuff soon, making, you know, game dev and Unreal videos and working on our projects and whatnot. So yeah, thanks for watching our little house tour mid-renovation. Hopefully it'll be done pretty soon and we can settle in and kind of get back to normal. Thanks for bearing with this during this very, very, very busy time. And thank you to all the people waiting on the Prismatiscape plugin update. Charlie will get to that fairly soon, hopefully, once we actually have our computers and stuff back. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.